Redbird production crew here on NBC Sports Chicago. The Redbirds get the opening tip, and we're underway here at Redbird Arena. Yarbrough lobs, and it's Chastain, the hoop, and his hops.
Well, and it's a slow process coming back from a knee injury. Trust me, at this, and particularly at this level, because the other people that you're playing against are going to show you no sympathy. They're going to take advantage of you and test you right away. But you're right. He's a great story for the Redbirds right now. He has found so many other ways to contribute to a game other than scoring.
And he's going to get whistled for a foul as he was bodying up with Luke McDonald. And there's Ben Jacobson in his 13th season with the Panthers. 256 career wins, number 1 all-time at Northern Iowa.
What a class act.
Yeah, 7 postseason berths in the last 12 years. His Panthers are going to turn it over. Evidently not. Thought maybe that would be an over.
Well, I guess they ruled that wasn't possession.
Yeah. But yeah, Jacobson, 4 NCAA tournaments in his 12 previous seasons. He has been a terrific, terrific coach in the Valley now for a dozen years. Offensive rebound. Donald misses it, and he got it right back, and he couldn't get it done, go down again. So the Redbirds escape a bucket there and bring it back up the floor. Travel violation. And the Redbirds are coming off a game where they had only 7 turnovers on Saturday in that win over Evansville.
That's so important in a game as the games wears on, that you just have to protect your team's chances to score.
That time McDonald gets it to go down as he worked on Chastain again.
They're trying to get the ball inside to him early. It's pretty evident.
Yeah, that's a 6'9" player scoring on a 6'6" defender. Keyshawn Evans for 3. He hit 3 3-pointers in Saturday's victory, and the Redbirds are hoping that kind of gets him back on his shooting rhythm, because he's really battled a shooting slump all season long.
Well, he most definitely has, and it was coming off one of his better seasons of shooting. So it was really a surprise and an unwanted surprise by the Redbirds.
Here's A.J. Green's first shot. His 3 is missed. Got a screen that time from McDonald.
Putting the 3 ball up is not going to be a problem for the Panthers. They do it with regularity.
Green works on Evans and draws contact and a foul on Keyshawn Evans.
Get a little more weight on him, some muscle on that frame. That young man can shoot the ball. He has a great IQ of how to involve his teammates. He's going to be heard from for a long time in the league.
Corner 3 is in right in front of the Redbird bench. That's Trey Burhow, the transfer from Pepperdine.
He has been a lift for the Panthers. He has led them in some rebounding of some ball games here as of late. He had a double-double just last Saturday.
Yeah, he is the Panthers' leading rebounder, but Fain gets that long rebound right around him, and Yarbrough takes it to the hole and scores. First points of the night for Malik Yarbrough, who averages 17 per game, Illinois State's leading scorer. Rotated out to Green with a pump fake. Stepped inside. The arc couldn't get it to go. Chastain comes back and gets it for the Redbirds. Copeland looking for Yarbrough. Kept it alive. Now Copeland with a bounce pass to Chastain. Extra pass to Yarbrough.
Oh, my. Again, Chastain made that play happen. Great cut to get open, but gave up a chance for a shot that was going to be contested for a wide open 3 by his teammate. It was pretty play.
5 early points now for Yarbrough. Green works his way to the paint and gives it up. 10 on the shot clock.
Well, Green's not going to give it up.
That one, he was sizing up the 3-point shot, and he nailed his first 3 of the night.
You could just tell as he was standing there that as that shot clock was running down, he knew what to do with it.
32% shooter from beyond the arc, and as you mentioned, Bob, the Panthers like to shoot the 3. Now Chastain's going to try a 3.
That was not shot with confidence. You could tell that. That was He rushed that.
Just his 7th three-point attempt of the season. That's really not his forte by any stretch.
We talked about, earlier I talked about how the Panthers will not shy away from shooting the three. They have put up the second most, I think it's 398 if my memory serves me right, the second most three-point attempts in the league, but yet have the worst three-point percentage in the league. So they shoot it a lot, they just aren't overly successful. But if you keep shooting it, eventually it's going in, I guess.
Yarbrough is fouled as he penetrated. And we've got our first timeout.
Keep the flow going. They have smelled success with their defense. They need to continue that. They also need to minimize turnovers so they continue to get as many opportunities offensively as possible.
Matt Hine is checked in the game for Illinois State. And Taiwan Pickford is in the game for the first time now for the Panthers. And we're also seeing Josh Jefferson in the game now for the Redbirds. And it's Fain who scores off the glass.
Good entry pass right there by Jefferson to find Fain posted up right in the middle of the lane.
First points of the night for Fain, who had 20 against the Aces on Saturday.
That's one of the things I respect about Phil Fain's game is he never forces things. He takes high percentage shots, and as a result, he shoots over 50%.
Brown had his shot swatted out of there by Fain. Copeland thought about the shot, but instead works it to Fain, who's down low and fouled. Saturday late in the game. Got a nice round of applause after he scored that 1,000th point, a 20.7 rebound, and one foul effort. One foul. I thought that spoke volumes to his game on Saturday as well, because as we all know, foul issues have followed Phil Fain around for a long time, but he was spectacular Saturday.
Well, that might have been a perfect game for him in that regards, and the fact that Evansville doesn't really go after many offensive rebounds. They literally play 5 out with no post players, and when a shot goes up, all 5 players run back on defense.
This is 7-footer Justin Dahl in the game now. He's just checked in, so he and Fain are going to be matched up against one another. Lowhouse in the game, and he gives it up, and it's
pass.
Now, this is the guy the Panthers really hope can kind of get going. He averaged 9 points a game last year and really get it going offensively in the conference season.
You're exactly right. They were counting on him to be one that really would be a leader on this team, scoring in every other aspect of the leadership. Just as he's had an injury or two, and this, that, and the other thing. It's been a tough season. Every team in the league seems to have had something that has kicked him in the gut.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Been an interesting and a strange start to the Valley season. 5 on the shot clock now, and that ball is kicked.
Of the free throw line. Had it been below the free throw line, it goes out underneath the bucket.
Hine penetrates, had his shot blocked. Now the Panthers for years and years and years won ugly games in the Valley, games scored in the 50s because of their defense. There's a difficult shot, and it goes in from Malik Yarbrough.
Good little jump hook, again, right into the middle of the lane, right where it says the Valley. He takes it in there and punishes the Panthers.
Three is missed. That again is Haldeman's first shot. Ball is out of bounds, and the Red
scares a few people down here to our right on press row.
Yeah, it's all right. Just making sure everybody's alert.
Pay attention. You may get hit.
And a steal.
Weak entry right there by Jefferson. Got to be more definitive on what you want to do with the ball.
Wyatt Lowhouse with that steal, one of the top bench players in the league, maybe the best sixth man really in the league. Now it's Brown, one-on-one. He slipped it out to Pickford, who scored. Well done.
Again, nice cut by Pickford. Pickford's twice been responsible for scoring by making off-the-ball cuts to the bucket and teammates finding him.
Good start to the game for Pickford. He's got 3 points. Fain tried to tip. Actually, that was Adowu tried to tip that rebound out. The Panthers have possession of it now. Lohaus. He spins, missed short shot, but got the rebound.
That's one thing that Northern Iowa Panthers do well is chase down offensive rebounds.
And 12 in favor of the Panthers. Zach Copeland is back in for Illinois State. And Matt Chastain has re-entered the game as well. So a couple of the Redbird starters who briefly took seats on the bench to catch their breath are back on the floor.
One of the things we talked about was the three-point shooting in Northern Iowa, how they will put it up and not hesitate. They were shooting 32% from the three-point shot coming into tonight. Right now they're shooting 42%. And that's something the Redbird defense is going to have to adjust to. You can't allow them to get wide open shots. Struggle to adjust to is one-on-one defense. And as we saw right there, his man beat him going to the baseline and took the shot up, drew the foul. And you're seeing him now go out of the game, and Keyshawn Evans comes back in for him. He's capable, and he will learn that eventually. The coaches are working hard with him, and he's improving. But that's something that Josh Jefferson needs to continue to work on, because his shooting is something the Birds need in the lineup.
Lohaus makes both free throws from a basketball family. You recall his father, Brad, was a star at Iowa, had a 12-year NBA career. His brother, Tanner, was his UNI teammate the past couple of seasons. So they must have had some spirited games on the driveway.
The state of Iowa has heard the name Lohaus for a long, long time.
Long time. Copeland frees himself up for the jumper and knocks it down.
Good-looking shot right there.
First points of the night for Zach Copeland, junior guard from Oakland in his first year with the Redbirds. Junior college transfer. And we've got a whistle and an illegal screen, so the Redbirds are going to get the ball right back.
Justin Dahl. Little movement going on during the high screen. A lot of times on a high screen, when the foul is on the big guy, a lot of times the guard doesn't do a good enough job of setting his defender up to use the screen, so the screener ends up leaning. And when they do, then they're in violation of the rule, so they get a foul.
Yeah, Redbird turnover is Illinois State's third here in the first 10 minutes of the game. And another whistle away from play, and again it's going to go against the Panthers.
Justin Dahl, once again, he lost his footing going down. As he rolled down, he was going faster than what he could control himself, and he basically ran right over Phil Fain.
Yarbrough tries to create, had it poked away from him. Now Copeland, step back three.
Drains it. He's looking more comfortable in his role as this season goes on. That wasn't a hurried shot. That wasn't a shot taken out of desperation. It was just a part of the offense in the flow.
Green's going to take it down. His floater is no good. It's tipped to the corner. It's chased down by Copeland.
Good hustle right there by Copeland.
Now Yarborough.
Once they get into the middle, you can still shoot it if you jump stop, or if you defend it, then kick it.
Pickford with a nice pass to a cutting Miles Winzine, and he scores easily.
They have utilized that several times tonight. That back cut to the rim for the lay-in. That's at least the third basket that I've seen.
That ball evidently was tipped, so no over and back call against the Redbirds. Chastain goes inside. Quick turnaround from Yarborough is missed, and the ball is tracked down by Northern Iowa.
Good entry pass right there by Matt Chastain. Yarborough just got a little too excited. Put it too hard off the glass.
Isaiah Brown's shot is missed, and it's cleared by Keyshawn Evans. Yarbrough tried to feed Fain, and back come the Panthers after the steal. Winzine from the corner. Halfway down, rolled out. Panthers have had a couple of those that have just looked like they were going to go in and snuck around the rim and out. Now on the other end, it's Evans. His three-pointer from the corner is missed.
I don't think they're going to have to replace these nets at halftime, Kurt. I don't think they've been burnt out yet.
Brown with a nice pump fake, but he lost the dribble. Now he needs some help.
Crowd thought he drug his pivot foot, too. Good defense right there by Evans.
And the Redbirds are going to get it back.
Particular game, the second half, he and Phil Fain were on the same page. They were just fun to watch. He could read Fain's mind, I thought, in that second half and could hit him going to the bucket when he was wide open. Some beautiful passes.
Fain quickly gets it and scores.
I don't think Northern Iowa has an answer to Phil Fain right there on that low block. If the Redbirds can get him the ball in that position more often, I think they're going to see success.
Lane violation, yep, on Brown. He picked up the dribble and he was in all kinds of trouble down there trying to find some help. Not in time.
Well, and I talked about as keys to the game where the Northern Iowa staff has said that their players get a little timid at times, and that's a perfect example. It was when you're that low on the into the lane, you got to find a way to get a shot up.
Copeland had a shot tipped, but it's Jefferson open for three. He couldn't get it to go down. Well, Dan Muller's been very happy with the way his team has played defense in the last 3 games. And when you see the pressure and you see shot clock violations and 3-second calls and those kind of things, your defense is doing something right.
I would agree completely.
8 on the clock here. Pickford again.
That's what the staff from UNI has been looking for. Pickford starts doing that. That's what they were expecting from him all season long. Step up, be a leader, take the ball to the rim.
A 5-point opening half for Pickford, who only averages 3.5 a night. So a really good start for him. Here's Fain, draws a double team. Kick out to Chastain, steps inside the arc, knocks down the jumper.
Good little fundamental move right there. Shot fake. He fed the post first, which has got his defender to drop a step, turn his head. He moved, got the ball back, shot fake, wide open. Good fundamental basketball right there by Matt Chastain.
He's obviously getting more confident with every game. They're going to kick it inside to McDonald, and he scores in traffic.
Excellent pass. Pass made by Pickford. Pickford is one that, I talk about leadership. It comes in a lot of different ways. He took the ball to the rim last time and scored. He just made an entry pass to the rim, to the post player. He scored. So he's doing a lot of things that's picking the Panthers up right now.
Panthers with a steal. Green with Hine on him. The Redbirds have really done a nice job here in the opening half trying to make life tough for Green, and we've got another.
Now Phil Fain has gone out also, but they're trying to prevent Phil Fain from getting on a roll.
Yarbrough lost it. Evans gets it back, threw it away.
And a wide open run out for Brown.
From Pickford, Brown the finish.
He knew what to do with it that time.
Another smart play again from Taiwan Pickford, who's really given the Panthers a nice lift off the bench tonight.
That is the 7th turnover for the Redbirds in this first half.
Yarbrough works on Pickford now. Pickford may have got a piece of that.
Half court sets. Shooting well from the free throw line becomes imperative for your squad. You can really pick up some easy buckets and easy points, I should say, when you get to the line. And Malik Yarbrough does that for the Redbirds right there. Now, changing the pace of the game a little bit. Redbirds come out, slap a 2-2-1, 3-quarter court. Seeing how the Panthers react. And it's at 15 before the Panthers get into a set of any nature here. So
Brown down to Dahl, and he kicks it out. Pickford's open, and he continues to hurt the Redbirds tonight.
yes, he does. He is having a highlight reel right now. His first half has been outstanding. He's carrying the Panthers.
8 points in 11 minutes. He's also has 3 assists. He's really, really played well for Ben Jacobson's team. Now it's a catch and shoot 3 from the corner for Evans. Under 3 minutes to go here, opening half. 4-point Northern Iowa lead. Panthers with a basketball. Brown tries to lob, and it's picked off. It's Jefferson who comes away with it. Redbirds have numbers if they want it. Jefferson's going to take it all the way in, float it up and in.
Good body control right there. Nobody ever stopped the ball. He was able to penetrate all the way to the front of the rim. You got to commit to the ball. You're guarding the ball. In transition, you're guarding the ball. Once you get into half-court defense, you're guarding the basket.
6 on the shot clock.
Once again, Green will not give it up in that scenario.
And he banked in a 3.
He just kind of shrugged his shoulders and shook his head. And, I'll take it.
That's his second 3-point make of the night. Again, A.J. Green, outstanding freshman, averaging just under 15 points per game for the Panthers. He's had a quiet first half. Yarborough just kind of bullied his way down in.
And in an area where, again, the Panthers cannot stop he or Fain once they get into that deep into the paint.
First player in double figures tonight. He has 11. Now Lohaus behind the screen, and he knocks down a 3.
It went behind the screen. Lohaus stopped and said, thank you, I'll shoot it.
The Panthers are 6 of 11 from beyond the arc, and they have their largest lead of the night at 6 points.
54%, and they were 32% coming into tonight.
Yarborough's going to try and create. It's Evans. Difficult 3, and he made that one. He had to step around Lohaus, and he knocked down the 3.
Well, he got a little shot fake in there that froze Lohaus, and then took a side dribble to the left. Enough space created to get the shot off.
Under a minute to go here now in this opening half. Green's going to try another 3.
Good rebound, good strong rebound right there by Yarborough to make sure that his team can get possibly the last shot of the half.
Now there's a 4-second differentiation between the game and the shot clocks.
Down to 6 on the shot clock.
Yarborough feeds Ray Adowu.
Oh, what a great pass and a great roll to the bucket by Adowu.
4 seconds to go. Green's going to try and create. No, he's going to kick to the corner. The shot beat the clock, but it was missed from the corner by Isaiah.
But Pickford and Lohaus were the pick-me-ups. They both had 8 points in that first half. Total of 16 points out of those two coming off the bench. That's really huge for the Panthers.
And Brown attacks from the right on the opening possession of the half, but couldn't get it to go down.
I'm not certain that Yarborough didn't get a finger on that from behind.
Copeland's going to try a 3 from the corner, can't get it to go. Reach in, foul number 1 on the night for Fain. Benzine on Fain, spins, pump fake, gets it down to McDonald, but he couldn't get it. Tipped, won't go. Tipped again, won't go.
Boy,
he had
those hurt.
3 looks at it.
Boy, that was just a tremendous play right there, and then McDonald couldn't finish. Any one of the 3 attempts, he couldn't finish.
Well, he had a similar play to that in the first half, and
See that out of the Redbirds. A little more dribble penetration and attack that rim, make the defense collapse, and if they don't collapse, go in and finish. If they do collapse.
In fact, he's coming off a career high in rebounds in their loss to SIU. He had a 10 rebound game, and before that he had a 4 assist rebound game in Peoria against Bradley, which was a career high. So he's played well in the conference portion of the schedule. It's unfortunate to see. Chastain goes down low to Fain, who flipped it in.
Once again, I just don't see how they can stop Fain once he gets the ball down there in that low of a position, or Yarborough if he gets it down there.
7
They're too
points.
strong.
7 points now for Fain. Open look at a 3 is missed. That was Burhow, and the ball's out of bounds to Illinois State.
Burhow shot that, and it didn't look like a confident attempt to me. I'm open, I got to shoot it.
Fain again facing the basket this time. Going to try to go one-on-one. He's in traffic, and he still scored.
They brought over a second player, but he came late. He came late. Once he puts the ball on the floor, if you're going to double, you better get down there immediately.
4 straight for Fain. Give him 9 for the game now. Burhow.
Not saying he didn't foul him, but he got a lot of leather on the ball also.
So it's Trey Burhow to the free throw line. He, again, we mentioned the Pepperdine transfer. He was a 10.6 rebound a game guy last year for Pepperdine. Got a waiver to transfer, and he's the Panthers' leading rebounder at 6'5". He averages 6.5 rebounds per night. And he makes
Very
good
athletic.
on those free throws. Yeah, 8 points and again 6.5 boards a night for the Panthers, who are thin in the post. And so he's picked up some of that rebounding slack. Chastain for 3, his second three-point make of the game.
Chastain's man, Burhow, had gone down and was going to double up on Fain, and before he could get in position, Fain kicked it out to a wide-open Chastain, who was set and ready to shoot when he received the ball.
And now a steal. It's a 2-on-1. Copeland
Look out.
lobs to
Look out.
Chastain.
That'll bring the crowd to their feet, and it does. Defense creating offense. That gets your team fired up and brings a level of energy that hadn't been there.
A jumper earlier. That was a long 2, so that was his first three-point make of the night. But what a night for Matt Chastain with 9 points. Again,
Redbirds are just slowly creeping ahead. Ow.
nice backdoor, a good pass, and an easy bucket there for Burhow.
Well, once again, you've seen several times throughout the course of this game, the Redbirds are playing an aggressive man-to-man, and Northern Iowa will back cut that aggressiveness and go to the rim, and they've had, my toll is that's the 4th lay-in off of back cuts.
Copeland's going to try another 3 in front of the Redbird bench, and this one goes in, and that may have been the most difficult of the 3-pointers that he's taken.
Low House was a half step slow, and I don't think he believed Copeland was going up with it.
Lowhouse penetrates and kicks. This is Green with 4 on the shot clock, working on Evans. Fadeaway.
That was a tough shot because of really good defense.
Quickly back up the floor of the Redbirds. Hine tried to snap it into the corner. Evans had it, but it was Green that recovered quickly to prevent a quick shot from Evans. So instead, the Redbirds go to Fain on the double team. And again, Chastain is left open. His shot is blocked. He gets it back, pump fake, now in the corner. Hine for 3.
Oh, that would have brought the house down. The crowd was anxious for a cheer there.
And timeout Ben Jacobson.
Those back cuts and convert. But when your opponent doesn't, they shot the ball better than expected in the first half, so the adjustment you make in the second half is to get out on them tighter. And when they're out on them, they're going to be vulnerable to back cuts.
And there's some defense. It's Fain with a steal, and he's fouled. Your defense when your post player is making plays at the perimeter and taking it down to the other end.
Well, one of the things I think has become very evident as the second half progresses is that at the adjustment and the discussion in the Redbird locker room at halftime was to get out and put pressure on the perimeter. And Fain's man was at the top of the key. He followed instructions. Got out there, got a deflection and a steal. The first half, we talked about how well the Panthers shot the ball from the perimeter. This half, we're seeing a shot right there from Lowhouse. They're 0 for 2, including that shot. So it's quite the difference, and we are 6 minutes into the second half, and they're 0 for 2.
2-minute scoring drought now for the Panthers. Copeland another three. Missed it, Fain the rebound. Yarborough scoring from the left.
Excellent job right there. Second chance points. Those are just devastating to a team. They're so disheartening when you give up second chance opportunities.
The 10-point lead is the largest of the game for either team. Haldeman with a difficult shot. He just kind of bullied his way on that one and flipped it in.
He did. He muscled his way right through Copeland on that.
Now Copeland trying to work on him. It's Fain with it. His short pull-up is in. Phil Fain in double figures now.
Started seeing that shot come available for Fain and him take advantage of it in the Valparaiso game. He's pulling up and shooting from that little 8-10 foot jump shot.
And now a Redbird steal. Copeland to Hine. It's Jefferson trailing the play.
That's his shot. He spots up out of transition. Hine found him for a wide open look.
And now Benji. This is Brown working on Hine. Now it's Pickford who had the big first half pump fake. Malik Yarborough comes over.
Which is going to be a foul.
It's almost unfair for Pickford. He was being guarded by Ray Adobu, a big fella, and then it was Yarborough who came over to help out. A tip finally goes in. 3 cracks at it before the Panthers finally tip it in, and I believe they're going to give that one to Isaiah Brown. They are. The Panthers just relentlessly attack the rim on that one.
Redbirds are playing with energy on the defensive end that we didn't see in the first half. It wasn't that they were lazy. They've just turned it up a notch.
Yarborough now with 15 points as he hits that jumper. We've got a whistle and a foul on the Redbirds, and we've got a timeout on 51-41. A quick entry and a knockdown three. Spencer Haldeman knocked it down. He only is a 27% three-point shooter, but that didn't at all look like a guy who's struggling from the line. He caught it and knocked it down.
Well, it was the call from the timeout. They ran a set play for him. They don't hesitate to take the shots. They just had trouble getting them to go in with proficiency.
Fain was fouled immediately when he touched.
It's obvious the Redbirds are trying to get the ball down to Fain on that right block and then make plays from that because they're running down to double him before he can dribble, which means other people are going to have to step up.
Haldeman again. His three is missed and it's tipped out, and it's going to be a foul on Northern Iowa. For a minute they were pointing in the direction of Keyshawn Evans, but instead it's in the direction of Tywan Pickford.
The one thing defensively for the Redbirds that you have to be aware of is when a team takes as many perimeter shots as Northern Iowa does, all 5 of your defenders have to become rebounders then because there's going to be a lot of long rebounds. Good
Again,
ball movement.
Extra pass down to Evans, who can't make the three, but an offensive rebound from Malik Yarborough, and he gets it to go.
He knew because of the ball movement that the shot was going to be taken, and therefore he got himself in position for the high percentage rebound.
Lowhouse is going to answer with a three, and right now the Panthers are in three-point mode.
Lowhouse is having a great evening.
He's in double figures now with 11, and he's made 3 three-pointers.
What'd you say earlier he was averaging coming into tonight?
He was at 38% as far as a three-point shooter. A 9.6 scoring average, and he's already at 11. Copeland just couldn't get rid of the ball before he traveled.
Again, going just a little bit out of control. Right idea, going to the right spot, but got to gear it down, slow it down.
The backdoor. Lohaus was looking for Pickford. Ball was tipped out of bounds by the Redbirds.
There was that backdoor cut on the baseline once again. Obviously something that was discussed at halftime and or timeouts, and Chastain was ready for it. They made the back cut. He adjusted, got a hand on it, knocked it out.
Green goes one-on-one with Evans. His shot's going to roll in.
Good control right there by the freshman.
It's been a difficult shooting night for him. 3 out of 9 for 8 points. Keyshawn Evans has really done a nice job defensively on Green. But he gets that one to go, and it's a 4-point game.
Which just a little while ago, it was 10.
Right. Fain spins around a double team and scores.
Wow, that was an athletic move right there.
Quickly back up the floor. And a foul is going to go against Northern Iowa.
He's fanny back down the floor and takes the charge. That's what a senior you want doing. Great job right there by Malik Yarbrough. Those are energy plays that show leadership.
And don't show up in the box score.
Exactly.
Fain. Panthers waste no time getting the ball up the floor. If they're going to get an open three, they're going to take it.
Well, you're seeing the pace of their transition show a little intensity. They're pushing hard right.
Well, Evans just picked up his fourth, so he's going to take a seat on the Redbird bench. And Matt Hine comes in. It's been Hine and Evans who've been assigned to hound Green tonight, and they've done a fair job, an above-average job on him for sure.
Yes, they have.
Now Copeland's guarding Green, and his pass is tipped and stolen. Copeland all the way down. He had a shot blocked, and it's going to go to Illinois State.
The official started to point. The pace of this game has picked up, hasn't it, Kurt?
It has. Yarbrough off the inbounds, and he scores again.
What great body control right there.
A 19.6 rebound night for Malik Yarbrough.
He's played well, and I mean, everything he's gotten has come within the flow of the game. He hasn't played one-on-one. He has played within the confines of the offense.
How about that pass from McDonald to and this is Isaiah Brown, who's done some damage on the glass quietly, racking up 9 rebounds tonight. Hasn't scored as many points as the Panthers would like. He's got an opportunity for his 6th point of the night, but a good rebounding night as well for Isaiah Brown, who makes both the free throws. And as you mentioned, it was a 10-point Illinois State spread not that long ago, and it's down to 6, so the Panthers have not, by any stretch, folded up the tent here. Copeland lost it on the floor. Loose ball.
Who wants it?
And the Panthers go and get it, and
Who
it's
wants
still
it?
on the floor, and it's still a loose ball. Yarbrough ahead to Chastain, pump fake, and it's Hine. Now Copeland, 8 on the shot clock. His 3 is missed, and it's tipped up by Chastain and kept alive. Copeland down the lane.
Great job. What hustle. If there's anything that defines the play of the Redbirds the last 2 games, it's been the energy and hustle that they have brought to the court.
And you're seeing why Matt Chastain is in the starting lineup these days. Now Chastain from the outside, and that's his 2nd three-pointer.
It's only right that he gets rewarded. As you said, he started that effort by keeping the offensive rebound alive, and he finishes it with the 3.
He's got a career-high 12 points tonight.
Let's also not forget to mention how Hines set him up so beautifully with that pass.
McDonald, nice move. He stopped and worked his way around Fain on that one.
Nice move is exactly right. He got Fain up in the air and stepped through, laid it in. McDonald is one of those players that just quietly gets the job done out there.
Now Hine, how about Chastain from the other side? He works the other baseline. Can't get it to go.
Wow.
This is going to be a deep three from Green, but an offensive rebound from Pickford. And one.
That deep.
After an 8-point opening half for Pickford, that's his first points of the second half. Give him 11 on the night, and the Panthers are within 4.
Again, the defense on Pickford in the second half was obviously discussed in the locker room at halftime.
Redbirds are going to try to get it to Fain again. He's double teamed. His shot is no good. Good defense that time from the Panthers.
Well, they're making him get the ball a little higher, and therefore the shot is coming from him a little further out than what it was earlier in the game.
Green, step
Good
back
start and
jumper.
stop right there. Wow, that's a big-time move for a freshman. Start, stop, ran the defender backwards, and then knocked it down. 2-point ball game, 5 minutes to go.
He's in double figures with 10, and what was once a 10-point Illinois State lead is down to 2. 5 minutes left. Yarborough, pull-up jumper. Malik is having a night.
That's in his wheelhouse right there. When he comes off that with a 1-2 dribble, boom.
21 points. Green's going to try and answer from three-point land. Yarborough
Good pass.
to Fain, and one.
All
Fain with
Yarborough's
17.
done tonight. All Yarborough has done tonight, he's got 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And there's still 4.5 minutes remaining. Good basketball game, Kurt. Both teams playing hard, getting after it.
Low house.
Well defended. Good set play, got the shot they wanted, but it was contested.
Yarborough trying to create now. He's going to look inside. It's Fain on a double team and a kick out. Open man in the corner is Zach Copeland, but he really didn't look like he was completely set when he shot that one. Now it's Lowhouse at a stutter step on Chastain. Open from the top. Missed. That was Burhow. He had an open look. It just has not been his night.
These two teams are going to sleep well because they're playing hard.
I agree with you. We're at the 3.5-minute mark left in this one now. Fain.
Look at this move.
And scores.
That might be as athletic a move as I've seen him make in his 3 years at Illinois State. And the fans appreciate it.
Has an 18-point spread on Loyola. Crazy night in the league. 3:15 to go in this one.
And I tell you, you mentioned it earlier, there is no quit in the Panthers from Northern Iowa.
Green's in the corner with Fain on it. 8 on the shot clock. Brown penetrates, had it stripped. Hine knocked it out of his hand, and they're going to say it was off. Nice defensive effort again for Illinois State tonight. Under 3 minutes left.
I tell you, Kurt, I know I'm talking a lot about Yarborough and Fain, but I tell you, Matt Chastain has brought a level of energy to this team.
Malik Yarborough, that's his third, so the ball goes back to the Panthers. This game is far from over, folks. Still plenty of basketball left to be played, and when you got Green knocking down threes.
Christmas, that's a huge shot by the freshman.
It's a 6-point game, and A.J. Green now with 13 points on the strength of his third three-point make.
Fain had switched out on him, and it didn't faze him one bit. He just right in Fain's face, up and over him.
Six to shoot. Fain, baseline, flipped it up, couldn't get it to go. Good D by the Panthers.
That it was. Excellent defense.
Baseline floater is in. A second big shot from Spencer Haldeman. Suddenly it's a 4-point basketball game. Dan Muller wants timeout now with 1.
4-point game. Excellent timeout by Dan Muller right there, and to settle the team down, set up a play here and see what they do. Keyshawn Evans back in the lineup.
90 seconds left. Chastain to Yarborough and back to Chastain. Now Evans is open. A 3. Missed. Long rebound to the corner and tracked down by Burhow. And now it's the Panthers with the basketball. Down 4.
That was an excellent shot that just didn't go in. Good ball movement. Inside, outside attack. Shot just didn't go down. Coach Muller calling for his team to come out and put pressure on Green because he's going to go.
And he just lost it out of bounds, off his foot.
That's why Coach Muller was saying, don't back off, because the last time you did that, he shot over top of the defense and scored a 3. They made him put it on the floor.
Exactly 1 minute left. By the way, Northern Iowa is out of timeouts, and that could be a factor.
Full court pressure here by the Panthers. Handled well that time by the Redbirds. Redbirds slowing the pace here a bit with just 45 seconds remaining.
Big possession. 10 on the shot clock. Copeland.
Could
pull
be a
up
dagger.
Jumper. Missed it. 30 seconds left.
Green will shoot it. Good defense.
He works on Evans and flips it up with the left hand and scores, and we've got a 2-point game.
That freshman is so smooth.
And a foul in the backcourt.
They about had to. They didn't. I mean,
Timeout remaining.
who do you wish to get it to? Who's your best free throw shooter? There's one of them.
Here's Copeland to Chastain to Yarborough.
He'll hold it, I would think, yeah.
Yeah, he's fouled.
Which is made, the first one made by Yarborough. Northern Iowa is going to throw up a 3. Well, Phil Fain is not as good at moving and guarding the 3-point shot as Matt Hine is. So Coach Muller makes that adjustment.
Big free throw makes for Yarborough. So it's a
Huge.
4-point spread, 12.6 to go. Green's going to get the basketball and work on Evans. His fadeaway is in.
That kid is remarkable for his age. Set up.
The Redbirds had already inbounded when they hadn't. So now the Redbirds, like in a football, they run almost like a wide receiver, a 5 wide receiver set. Rattles out. 3-point game. Green puts up a shot, and they're going to.
Now it becomes, he's got to make one, attempt to miss one, and hope for the rebound put back.
He's an 86% free throw shooter. He split the first 2.
Okay.
A third one coming. So Ray Adogu is checked in the game here now.
And Matt Hine going out. Now, again, situational substitution. A little more beef underneath the board. Secure a rebound. ISU appears to have 4 tight ends in their rebounding right now.
Green's attempt is in, so he makes 2 of 3. 2.2 seconds remaining, and the Redbirds try to. It won't go in, and with 1.5 seconds to go, that shot is going to be.
Holy smokes, it's going to be close.